We used to come back here and play when we were little back.
This lot has been vacant for decades.
And she had chicken coops and things back here.
It's located on West Pearl Street in Jackson. Mrs. Gladys Noel-Bates traveled all the way from Denver, Colorado to be here at this site, a place she thought she'd never see again.
You're going to have some memories on you.
Oh.
And some pictures.
Well, I'm glad I had them before I died.
Yes.
I'm 88 years old. I'll be 89 next week.
Born in Macomb, Mississippi in 1920, Mrs. Noel-Bates' family moved to Jackson when she was a child. The family home sat on this very lot. There are many memories here. Some are happy.
Oh, no! Oh, my goodness, you're a grown man.
Others are filled with sadness, even violence.
I have been slapped down, knocked down, deprived of equal rights for so many years as a child and as a young adult.
But this gathering is one of honor and celebration for Mrs. Noel-Bates, a civil rights pioneer who risked her life for the sake of others.
Today we honor Mrs. Gladys Noel-Bates for being a hero of the 20th century.
In 1948, Mrs. Noel-Bates, a teacher at that time, sued the state of Mississippi for salary discrimination against African American teachers and principals.
The Gladys Noel-Bates teacher equalization pay suit was the first civil rights suit filed in the history of this state. On behalf of the city of Jackson, the state of Mississippi, teachers and principals everywhere, we humbly honor you.
As a result of her lawsuit, her childhood home was burned. She and her husband were fired from their teaching positions, blacklisted, and ostracized from society. Unable to find employment in any area of work in the state, the couple moved to Denver, Colorado, where she has lived for almost 50 years.
I had all of this book I had planned to talk about.
Alice G. Clark represents Mississippi's 69th District.
Gladys Noel-Bates had a dream that one day, black teachers would make the same things that white teachers were getting.
Her mother was also an educator. She shares a personal story from those years.
My mama was afraid to join the suit because mama was afraid that she would lose her job. She was afraid that we wouldn't be able to get money to use for the farm. See, you all don't know anything about that. If you lived up in the Delta, Belzone is where I'm from, you couldn't borrow money if you were part of a lawsuit to do those kind of things. But Gladys was strong enough, had the strength, and for that we say thank you. Thank you for what we now receive, what we've done, and what we will on behalf of you. We say thank you.
Friends, family, and public officials also thanked Mrs. Noel-Bates as they gathered at the old home site for a special dedication, the unveiling of a historical marker commemorating the civil rights pioneer. The marker reads, Noel House. On this site was the house of Andrew J. and Susie Davis Noel, built 1924. Active in the NAACP, the Noels hosted freedom riders here in 1960. In 1948, Gladys Noel-Bates filed the first lawsuit in the state seeking equal pay for black public school teachers. In 1951, the Mississippi legislature approved equal pay.
Wonderful.
I just want to say what a delight it is to be here, and you know, these were ugly times years ago, and how comforting in many ways that this marker on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Department of Archives and History is an official recognition of the contribution that you've made to our state. And so I just want to say thank you on behalf of the Department of Archives and History.
Wonderful occasion for me. One that I never dreamed that would ever occur. But I want you to know that I'm not the person that you should be honoring today. It should be my parents, A.J. Noel and Susan H. Noel. They were the ones who, as a child, began to give me the inspiration that all men are equal and should have equal opportunities. And I heard that statement for the rest of my life as a child, that my parents always felt that whatever is here in these United States, you have an equal share as anyone else. And so when the time came when we began discussing the possibility of filing a lawsuit, I asked my dad, Papa, do you think I'm capable? He said, baby, you decide that. So I decided that I should be the one. And it has been a memorable experience to know that here in this state of Mississippi, where inequality has been the reigning force for so many hundreds of years, that now we have equality of education, I hope. I'm, ve- I'm very, very, huh? What? Be good. Yes.
That's what the family told her when we left.
Yes, this has been a wonderful experience, one that I'm proud that I have been able to be a part of before I left this world. To know that my state of Mississippi, in which I was born, reared, and educated, has now given recognition to a cause that was just and right and equal. I want to thank all of you who have participated, who have shared this moment with me, who have shared the moments all through the years with me. And I want to say thank you very much. And now, for this occasion, it's one that I shall ever remember, that here in the state of Mississippi, one in which I have been denied equal opportunity, I have been slapped down, knocked down, deprived of equal rights for so many years as a child and as a young adult, that now here in this state, there is a marker that is marking the existence of such a person as I and my family. I want to thank all of you who have come out today to share this occasion with me. Thank you very much.
When you talk about education, when you talk about courage, when you're talking about change, making a difference, and the power of one, Jackson has a superb example in the person of Gladys Noel-Bates. That's good, and we have to let that be known. She has done so much for so many, made a great difference in terms of not just the quality of pay, but the quality of life in this city and in this state. She's an inspiration to all of us, and the city of Jackson has to recognize her.
How do you feel meeting a living legend as Mrs. Bates?
It's kind of once in a lifetime opportunity. It's been it's been a very good weekend, and talking with her one-on-one. It reminds me of speaking with my grandfather when I was growing up as a young man, and he shared with me how the struggle was for him trying to carve out a living for his family. So Miss Bates has a good mind. She has sound thinking and good memory, and we just hope that this will serve as the legacy of her, of the children of this city and throughout this country.
This part back here is the Noah's property.
But just beyond the historical marker on the very same lot lies another story.
Good to see that back there.
Roger Butch Smith grew up with Mrs. Noel-Bates' son, Bunky. Bunky is now deceased.
Oh boy, you were little like this.
Butch, as he prefers to be called, and Bunky played together on this lot when they were children. According to Butch, a Noel family nephew named Kevin took great care to preserve the lot. He hoped to someday make it a historical landmark.
So he blocked it off, put a fence there, put a sign up there. But he came on in here and he put a tombstone here. And he left this here. This is about the Noel family here. This is the history of the Noel family. It's got everybody's name from Miss Bates' mom and daddy who started the land, and her brothers and sisters, her daughters in there.
But the years passed and Kevin passed away.
And when he passed away, the grass just went up.
But Butch didn't forget Kevin's dream.
And after I found out Miss Noel was coming here to have this thing for her, I decided to come and clean it off, you know, so people could see it. Because this is history right here. This whole area is history. And there's only a few of us left.
Mrs. Bates didn't know that her nephew had placed the headstone on the property.
Well, I want to see it.
Okay, we're gonna back you in there. Back you out.
Miss Bates, we gonna try it?
What?
Get you back there in the back so you can see that tombstone. We'll try it. We'll try it.
Okay. Bob, say back her in. Yeah.
How your leg doing, Miss Bates?
I'm good.
Getting some leg exercise there.
Yes.
The headstone lies at the back of the lot.
Okay, right there.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Can you see that?
When she saw it, she was surprised.
Who put this here?
Kevin did this.
He did.
When your that's your brother that lived here before.
Yes,
When he passed away, and the city came and took the property away, they gave this part back here to Kevin.
As she read the words engraved on the stone, the emotion on her face was clear.
We straightened this stuff up, but the good side is that you can make it back here and see this.
Oh my goodness.
So this is what left here. Nobody forgot you. You just ain't been able to see it.
I never knew that this would be a part of my life. I never knew that.
After reading the marker,
Let me get you back around here, Miss Bates.
Butch turned the chair around and carried Mrs. Bates out of the lot just as gingerly as he had brought her in.
Oh, just say. Just say. This is my child.
Remember we used to I used to pick up pecans and then she sent them to you, to Denver? It's right here. It is.
Swinging the light up there.